A disturbing breakthrough in the 2021 death of a pregnant Massachusetts woman. 38-year-old, now former police officer Matthew Farwell has been charged with killing 23-year-old Sandra Birchmore. Prosecutors adding Farwell took steps to cover up his crime, staging it to look like a suicide.
We allege that Sandra Birchmore survived years of grooming, statutory rape, and then sexual violence, all at the hands of Matthew Farwell, who was employed throughout their relationship as an officer and then detective for the Stoughton Police Department. And when it became clear to Mr. Farwell that he could no longer control Sandra Birchmore, he allegedly silenced her permanently.
Well, Farwell has pleaded not guilty to all of the charges. I'd like to welcome in now NewsNation's Caitlin Becker, who is in Stoughton, Massachusetts. Caitlin, this is a case that certainly has many twists and turns, but first, how did investigators go from ruling this a suicide to a homicide?
Well, you know, Nichole, it really came down to a question of motive, and motive is a question that they had answered, they say, during the course of this re-investigation, because as you said, this was initially ruled a suicide. And according to investigators, shortly before her death, a call actually came into the Stoughton Police Department, which is where I'm at right now, and allegedly informed the person who answered the phone that this sexual relationship had been going on between Sandra Birchmore and Matthew Farwell. Now, as you had mentioned before, this allegedly had gone back years and years and years from the time that she was something like 12 years old, joining a youth police program called the Explorers. So police say that that phone call served as the motive here because Sandra Birchmore said that she was pregnant with his child. Now, at the time, Matthew Farwell had 2 children and a wife at home. And so police say his whole purpose here was to silence her. So, of course, they went and reinvestigated this case. Now, we have always known from the jump that he was the last person to see her alive. There is security footage of him entering her apartment and then leaving her apartment. Her body would be found several days later. He initially told police that he had gone there to break up with her. They had a fight, and that was the last he saw of her. But we now know, according to investigators, that she had told friends that he had been acting suspiciously in the days leading up to her death, asking for a key to her apartment, coming over shortly before she was found deceased, and looking at different spots in her residence, including a closet door. Now, her body would have been found a few days later of apparent suicide attached to that very door jamb of the closet. So investigators are putting all of these pieces together, in addition to a lot of the different factors in her home that made it look like a woman who wasn't planning to end her life. She had 2 loads of laundry going, one in the washer, one in the dryer. There was a sonogram picture on her kitchenette. And she had also made a phone call reportedly to a photographer about a newborn baby shoot and had been telling friends that she was really excited to become a mom. So all of this kind of added together is what led to this indictment and this arrest, Nichole.
And Caitlin, prosecutors are also saying now former officers were involved. They were still on the force at the time. Is it possible we're going to see some additional charges here?
It's absolutely possible. You know, the family of Sandra Birchmore has filed a wrongful death lawsuit in this case. They filed this back in June, and a lot of the allegations in that case against Matthew Farwell, his twin brother William Farwell, and their boss Robert Devine are echoed in a lot of what prosecutors are talking about here. So we're talking about local law enforcement, state law enforcement, and federal law enforcement all investigating this case. So, of course, we now have a suicide turned homicide, but there are also questions of this reported sexual abuse that had apparently gone on for years. The Farwell brothers, including as well Robert Devine, are all implicated in that alleged statutory rape scheme. So that's possibly an avenue that we're going to see moving forward, Nichole.
All right, Caitlin Becker live for us there in Stoughton, Massachusetts. Caitlin, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.